金色ラブリッチェ。
ねえねえ、レイナ先輩。
なんだい？
プライベートなこと聞くようですけど、ここはもう直球で、レイナ先輩、市松先輩とお付き合いしてるんですか？
え、ああ、気になります。いやー、まあ隠すことでもないけど、最近そうかなって感じではある。え、そうなんだ、意外。そうだよね、変だよね。じゃあ私行くから。
はい。やっぱりそうなんだ。
まあ予想通りではあったけど、はい、意外でしたね。だよね。
お似合いの二人だと思いますけど。
いや、そこはそうなんだけど、最近ってのが意外ですよね。もうずっと前から付き合ってると思ってた。私もとっくの昔にくっついてると思ってたよ。
あ、そういう意味の意外なんだ。
どうしたいあかね、浮かない顔して。
そういうわけでは。ただ、先輩たちがって思うと、そっか。
青春だね。みんなに言われるとまだ照れるの。
Qua!
何？まだ寝てたの？
Nah, I just nodded off. I curled back up in bed since it's crazy cold today, then conked right out.
寒いよね、今日。
Not only was the sun not out, it was also awfully breezy. The exact weather that was a huge pain to go outside in. Gonna kick back and relax today?
うん。
She popped the TV on.
あら、映画たくさん持ってたよね。
Yeah, I've worked up a collection. My DVR was set to record all the movies that aired on Fridays and Saturdays, so there were quite a few movies piled up.
見ようぜ。今日はあったかい部屋でぬくぬく映画祭り。
Sounds perfect. I never ended up watching any of it on my own for whatever reason. May as well use this opportunity to watch through some. As such, I idled the day away with Reina.
これ結局風の谷どうなったの？
It got saved, so isn't that enough? Oh, did they watch Nausicaa?
でもあのでかいダンゴムシ、何匹かレーザーで吹っ飛んでたよね。あれの死体が残ってるんじゃない？
Ah,
しかも途中あの森が腐るやつが谷の近くまで来てて、そっち完全放置だよね。あれもやばくない？
yeah, it might ruin everything eventually.
原作漫画ってどうなるんだっけ？
I forgot. That one's kind of an exception after all.
ほー。あ、ジュース取って。
Hmm. We both critiqued the movie while we lounged around.
映画見るときってやっぱポップコーン欲しいけど、コンビニとかで売ってるのはなんか違うんだよな。辛いチョでいいや。ボリボリ。
Hey, if you're gonna eat, don't make a mess. You're getting crumbs on my pants.
気にすんなよ。ボリボリ。そうだ、復刻版坊ちゃんハバネロがあったんだ。ついでに食べよう。コソコソコソコソ。
覗き見るのは良くないですよ。
絶対最近じゃないよね、あの二人。1年は一緒にいたカップルの距離感ですよね。時折熟年夫婦みたいな落ち着きも。でも付き合いたて特有のイチャつき方もしてる。 よくわからない二人です。だね。とりあえず、あたしらに言えるのは、はい。うらやましい。
Movies were a great way to pass the time. Even as the afternoon came and went, it remained just as frigid looking outside. Reina seemed to be quite comfortable as she snuggled up to me. I enjoyed days like this. A day spent in tranquility. If the rest of the day stayed as peaceful, I couldn't ask for anything more.
電話？
I forgot to turn it off. I checked who it was from. Chieka.
誰？
I need to take this. Hello? I answered the call. Huh? What? You're gonna be in the neighborhood? No, Nah. Just listen.
こんにちは。
Oh, so that's Chieka, huh? She's cute.
どうも。
I really wished you wouldn't show up out of the blue like this. What was supposed to be a restful day ended with a sudden and unexpected visitor.
島くんとちえかちゃん。ロムス、お話はちまちま聞いてます。
はい、はじめまして。いつもオーロくんがお世話になっています。
お久しぶりです。
Reina, yeah, hadn't met Chieka before. This is Chieka. I've mentioned her to you before.
聞いてる。
And Chieka, this is Reina. My girlfriend.
おお。
彼女さん？できたの、オーロくんに。
That's a rude way of putting it.
どうもどうも、よろしくお願いします。ちえかです。いつもオーロくんがお世話になっております。
いえいえ。
It seemed Reina didn't want to come on too strong, but Chieka was determined to close the distance between them. The highly considerate Reina and amiable Chieka, yeah, no doubt they'd be reasonably compatible. No issues on that front. So, what did you want?
いや、また来るって言ったじゃん。
You did, but give me a heads up next time and don't call her when you were already outside the dorm.
ちえかちゃんがどうしてもって言うから。
こういうのは抜き打ちじゃないと意味ないもん。ダメだよ、オーロくん。今年もう1週間ちょいしかないのに、この部屋まだ大掃除してないでしょ。
This was the first time we'd seen each other in months, and Chieka was already scolding me. She'd always been a handful. For now, I got tea for 4 ready.
へえ、二人は付き合ってるんだ。
そんな感じで。
なら2対2でちょうどいいね。エロトークする？
そんな、俺たちはまだそんな、
あれ、オーロこれって。
They're an old-fashioned couple that only just outgrew exchanging love notes, so I wouldn't even bother trying to exchange stories with them.
チェ
I wasn't in the mood to swap stories with them anyway.
じゃあ何の話しよっか。あ、これどうぞ。食べかけだけどハバネロ。
ありがとうございます。
いただきます。
Crunch, crunch.
すっごく辛い。
こういうのって最初の一口食べたいけど、一袋はきついよね。
みんなで集まって食べるくらいがベストですよね。
ねえ。
Luckily, it looked like the girls would be fast friends. Still can't deal with spicy stuff, huh?
大丈夫。
The two of us were managing to hold a conversation of our own too, just when everyone seemed to be warming up to each other. By the way, about what we talked about last time.
ああ。
We hadn't finished our last conversation from a while back. What was all that quitting the baseball club nonsense about? Were you lying?
あ、嘘っていうか、最初からそんな話はないよ。
That's so? I knew as much, but double-checked anyway.
むしろ最近、ようやくスランプ抜け出せたんだ。2週間前のお前と話して、まあいろいろ考えて、本当はお前に戻ってほしかったけど、まあ無理っぽいから、それが分かって逆にすっきりしたんだな。したらまた調子上がってきた。
Really? Even if I couldn't do anything for him personally, all that mattered was that he pulled himself out of his slump.
じゃあ、オーロくん、お部屋掃除しなきゃダメだよ。
Fine, fine. We talked for 2 hours or so, then called it quits.
お正月は戻ってね。連絡してね。ちゃんと会おうね。初詣一緒に行く？あ、レイナさんどうしますか？そうだ、ルッコとマシラ先輩覚えてる？あの二人もオーロくんに会いたがってて。
Would you go home already?
はーい。
またねー。
レイナさん、
And
オーロくんのことよろしくお願いします。
the text is missing here. The ladies were awfully chummy.
じゃあ
Yeah. Good luck out there.
俺、来年はきっと浜南を全国へ、いや、全国優勝させるから。
Yeah. As long as they had Torio on their side, who could pitch at 160 kilometers per hour and hit 6 homers per game, then their victory was all but certain. This may have been all in my past, but good luck, I'm rooting for you. If you get that far, well, I'll come and cheer for you if I have time.
Ah.
Torio's smile was cheerful as could be.
じゃあね、二人とも。お邪魔しました。
See ya. I saw the two of them off. Whew.
普通におしゃべりできてたね。
Guess so. Compared to before, I didn't feel as anxious when I talked with Torio. Thanks to you.
何もしてないよ。
I felt more confident with you here by my side. Want to pick our movie marathon back up?
うん。
オーロくん、元気にしてるみたいでよかった。
うん。
っていうか、本当に女子寮に住んでるんだね。それはそれで心配なんだけど。
彼女さんはいるみたいだからいいんじゃないかな。時々ソルティレージュのお姫様が来るみたいだけど、そういやあっちの関係また聞けなかった。
それでいいの？棟梁くん、あのことを言わないで。棟梁くんが決めたことなら私は何も言わないけど、オーロくんなら。
いいよ、もういいんだ。これ以上オーロに迷惑かけたくない。
そう。
金色ラブリッチェ。
It was a bit sunny out today.
でも天気予報では明日またくっそ寒い。場合により雪になるでしょう。だって。
Fine by me. It'll be a white Christmas.
そしてその後来週の予報も寒い日ばっかり。要するに今日が今年最後の比較的暖かい日となる可能性が高い。
We should take advantage of it then.
だよね。
It sucks wasting the day away inside.
お外に出かけたい。
Or even if we don't, I want to do something.
何かしたい。
Oh yeah, we still need to clean up.
それはノーサンキューなんだよな。
Our excitement was short-lived and soon fell to pieces. I get it, but we should try. We don't have much left to clean. We'd made some progress since winter break started, so it was clean to some extent. We just had to hold out a little longer. Why don't we finish cleaning today so we can start things off on a high note tomorrow?
なーに張り切ってるんだか。朝誰かとルインしてたよね。あれって。
Look. Chieka, she's been pestering me like crazy to finish cleaning.
褒めつけ役ができると怖いね。
Like Mina-chan, Chieka had always been a bit of a nag.
しゃあない。やっちまいますか。
Yeah. We could finish cleaning with the next 2 hours if we tried. Let's do it. Hey-ya!
おりゃー
Enough with the callback jokes!
ち。
Reina tried to skip out again, but I forced her to get to work. We cleaned both of our rooms at the same time.
はい、できました、レイナ先輩。
サンキュー、あかねちん。
Don't make your underclassmen help.
いいんですよ。お掃除とかきれいにするの好きですから。
Isn't it uncomfortable washing stuff in cold water like that?
ハートが燃えてるから平気です。それにお二人のお役に立てると思うと嬉しいんです。
子やの。
You should marry her, Reina.
同感。どうだい、あかねちん。お姉さんのところに来るかい？
Cleaning was just one of those activities where you got the major boost when you put on the finishing touches. Getting that far was the hard part. We'd made it this far, but... Alright, done.
お疲れさん。
We'd gotten everything clean enough that nobody would complain if they gave it a cursory look. I could proudly say we'd successfully pulled off a real cleaning spree. I'm beat.
私も。
Didn't we split the work about 70-30 in my favor?
ごめんごめん。
I'd known this for some time now, but Reina really didn't seem cut out for housework in general. She did have a maternal side, but her free-spirited nature did show through in that aspect. That mentality made me worry for her future. Still, it's a little dusty in here.
ああ、カーテンの上とか上の方のホコリ取るのは全部オールだったもんね。
Only because I'm a guy and I'm taller than you.
流してきたら部屋と同時に体もさっぱりしてきなさい。
I'll do that. It was still only the afternoon, but I decided to take a quick bath. I wish we had bathtubs. Showers were awfully cold and lonely. Oh well, may as well take some time and warm up. Rustle. I quickly washed my body down. Then I warmed up my chilled body with the hot water. Phew! I was having a tough time settling down, so much so it felt like I was wasting the water and heat. Baths really did go hand in hand with being Japanese. Maybe I should have just gone to a bathhouse, but there aren't any in the area.
隣町ならあるよね。錦の湯だっけ？
Oh, what's she wearing there? Yeah, that place is also kind of iffy. The guys from Hamanan are regulars there.
そっか。野球部が練習後に使うとこだから、オロ的には避けたいんだ。
More or less. Kikuchi and the guys probably went there again today.
でも銭湯じゃこんなサービスは受けられないぜ。
What? I felt the slippery sensation of soap against my back.
お背中お流しします。
Sure. Reina came in like it was completely natural and snuggled up to my back. I hadn't really meant for her to clean me, but... Nah, if she was going to wash me, I may as well take her up on it. I did as she told me.
ふふ。
Awfully soft sponge you've got there.
スポンジじゃないもん。
I know. There was no way I'd ever mistake the softness. They were boobs. They are kind of rough though. Oh. I noticed when I turned to face her. Reina wasn't naked, nor was she in a towel. A swimsuit? A school swimsuit. That wasn't quite right either.
古いやつなんだけどね。デザイン部の腕がうずいて、ちょっとカスタムしてみたの。したら予想外にエロくなって、外じゃ着られなくなったやつ。さっき掃除してたら出てきて、ついでだし着とこって。今度エルチンに着てもらおうと思ってたんだ。
If you do, take a picture for me.
私でも似合うっしょ。
It's sexy as hell. You could tell it was once a school swimsuit, but the design had been drastically altered. The design featured 4 large holes, 2 in the chest area and the other 2 below her waist. The topmost holes made it so her cleavage and underboob were clearly visible. What's with a scandalous design?
若気の至りでやったんだけどさ、その後エロアニメで同じ格好してる人が出てたからびっくりしたよ。
Well, of course, given what you would normally put through those holes.
まあね。
Reina turned toward me. The holes at the top and bottom of her breasts, they only had one purpose. Better yet, I was already chomping at the bit to use them.
はーい、装着。
And cut. I'll see you in a second. Kua! We spent the rest of the afternoon lounging around. Given all the stamina we used up that morning, we were a teensy bit drowsy.
あ
Hey! We hadn't seen this pair in a while.
何やってんのこんなとこで。
いやー、朝のうちに両方の部屋を大掃除してさ。
After we finished, we didn't want to stick around and get our rooms dirty.
本末転倒ですね。あ、くそ。
What's wrong, Ria? She looked kind of ticked off. But when I asked,
あ？なんだよ。俺がどうかしたかってんだよ。
no, you just seemed annoyed.
何にムカついてるって？どこが？俺がどうしてムカついてるって思うんだよ。
What's your deal?
現在禁煙3日目。何を言ってもネチネチ絡まれます。
リアちゃん禁煙してるんだ。
別に禁煙なんてしてねえよ。ちょっとやめてるだけだよ。俺は別に吸いたいから吸ってるだけでやめようと思えばすぐなんだから、改めて禁煙とか言う必要ねえよ。
はは、イラタンかよ。
I didn't think she'd be that much of a pain when she gave up smoking. She was more mature when she smoked, otherwise she was a huge brat.
まあまあ、落ち着きんさい。そういう時はいいものがあるある。
Reina headed into the convenience store.
はーい、コーヒー牛乳。口寂しいならこれだよ。
コーヒー牛乳ってガキかよ。こんなもんが何の役に立つって。
She settled down. Our brief discussion transitioned into a full-blown conversation. Sneak, sneak. We eventually formed pairs, which left Ria and I alone to talk. Why'd you stop smoking? Worried about a health issue?
別にちょっと事情があんの。
Clatter. She took a package of chocobolos out of her pocket and scarfed them down in a single go. I heard smokers crave sweets when they quit.
別に欲しくねえよ。てか禁煙とかじゃねえよ。ちょっと吸わなくしてるだけだから。それで別のもんが欲しくなるとかそういうのはねえよ。
Sure, sure, don't pick a fight. She was normally calm and collected, so it was amusing to see her get riled up for no reason.
お疲れですね。
ちょっとね。
そういえば寮内の部員で回っておりましたが、市松さんとお付き合いされているそうで。
ああ、うん。ああ、ごめん。忙しくて忘れてたけど、あやかっちには一言断っとくべきだったよね。
なんで私に？関係ございませんじゃありませんの。
でも無関係ではないじゃん、私らさんに。
もう無関係です。
そうだ、あやかっち。一つ言っておきたかった。私内の浮気判定では、あやかっちだけはありにしてるから、性欲処理に困ったら、オール使ってもいいよ。
は？
ほら、薬の後遺症的な、あれのことを思い出すと、体ムズムズってなることあるでしょ？そんな時、どうしても我慢できないなら、オール使って OK。ただし、お尻だけね。妊娠とかそういうのが絡んでくるとこっちも困るから、あくまで性欲処理だけの関係ってことで。
しません。
ならいいけど。
そんな不潔なこと、性欲処理とか、そんなまた市松さんにお尻を可愛がっていただくとか、ありえません。
まあ、あやかっちが望む通りに。私は OK。それだけ伝えたかった。ほら、ピルとか産科医院の紹介とかいろいろやってくれて、あれの感謝の印ってことで。
単なる罪滅ぼしです。気兼ねせずとも結構。だいたい市松さんが困るでしょ。私とまたなんて。
いや、オーロにこの話したら結構乗り気だったよ。城ヶ崎の体ならまたお願いしたいなーとか言ってた。まあ冗談っぽくだけど。今度は指と舌だけで何回行くか試したいとか、干潮してフェラさせたら面白そうとか、抜かずに一日中過ごして穴を俺の形に変えてやるとか。今にして思えば、オーロが読んでるエロ小説まんまのこと言ってたっけ。あやかっち？
何ですか？
ぼーっとしてるから。どうしたの？舌が回ってないよ。
想像しただけで言っちゃった。
Get any silver Loveriche emblems?
でね、秋からもう20は買ってるのに全然だ。
I bought 10 or so since we made our agreement, but haven't seen a silver one yet either.
本当に入ってんのかこれ。なんかの理由でラブリッチマーク入れるのやめたとかじゃねえだろうな。
Yeah, I get it. They still do it as proof of the two of us owning 2 each. When all was said and done, the 4 of us got along quite well. Me and Jogasaki, Ria and Reina, though there was some awkwardness present in these combinations.
ねえねえ、ところでリアちゃんは明日のシルビーのパーティー行くの
？She brought up the subject of Christmas tomorrow.
行かない、俺は。
Ria shook her head. Why did she say it like that?
なんか用事？
仕事かな。
Did you have a job?
ああ、うるせえ。聞くな、いちいち。
She sounded bothered and ended the conversation.
残念。ま、その分は私らが楽しんできますよ。美味しい料理も出るそうだし。
Sure will. We had heard bits and pieces about the scale of the party, but Reina sounded especially excited for the food. Also, a celebrity is supposed to perform there or something.
そうそう。誰だかは教えてくれなかったけど、なんかすんごいサプライズがあるとか。
I don't really care about celebrities though, so I'm fine on that front. There's one you care about.
だね。あ、でも、マリア・ビショップとか来たらどうする？
That'd be great. I'd be happy if she did. Ria, why you're smirking?
別に。ま、楽しんでこいよ。
Yeah.
うん。
Something on your mind? Ria had been acting awfully grumpy, but seemed oddly amused by that Maria Bishop comment for some reason.
うん、なんでもない。お前ら、俺が思ってた以上に相性いいよな。
Really? I do think we're getting along well enough.
うまくバランス取れてるんだな。
Ah, that was right. I'd ask for her advice on our relationship. I've apparently got a talent for it, like you said. And so did Reina.
知ってる。
Ria was as sarcastic as ever. However, she was smiling with delight.